Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of the FIFA Futsal World Cup here in Lithuania 2021. It is the first semi-final of this year's World Cup, and the first semi-final couldn't be a better rival in futsal. It is Brazil versus Argentina in Lithuania tonight. The game's about to kick off. I'm just trying to find the stream, so do get in touch on our live chat page on the side. And yeah, get in touch. Let us know who you think is going to win this semi-final. Brazil or Argentina. Get in touch. I'm just looking for a stream so I can watch it. I'm happy to share the link with you once I get going, but this should be an absolute cracker. But of course, this is the first semi-final. There's another semi-final tomorrow night, which we'll be doing a watch along for as well. And of course, the big final is on Sunday. But also before that, if whoever loses today's semi and tomorrow's semi, they will of course as well be in the third place playoff, which kicks off a couple of hours before the final on Sunday night. Anyway, just waiting for the stream. Not having much luck at the moment. Here we go. There we go. Ooh, it's a bit loud. So it's Brazil who are about to kick off. So Brazil look like they're going to be attacking from left to right, and Argentina from right to left. And here we go then, Brazil kicking it off then. Of course, if you're new to futsal, folks, it is basically the fancier version of five-a-side. And already we had a shot there that's just gone wide. And it was Brazil having the first effort, which was off target there. So, again, folks, as I said, do get in touch on our live chat page and on our poll. And of course, vote on our poll and let us know who you think is going to win, Brazil or Argentina. So it's Argentina now. They've lost the possession there for a moment. And the one other thing I was supposed to do was get the timers. Let me just get that in for you. Sorry, I know this isn't normally what I do during a live stream, but here you go. Just so you've got on track what's going on in the game as well. Of course, let's read out your messages in just a bit. So there's your current timer. I will share the link with you that I'm using for the match. Anyway, here are Brazil now, and they were looking for number 11 up front. It's gone. The ball has gone out of play. You have a tap, has a shot, hit by the two-man wall. Gone out of play again. Now, of course, if you're wondering, the clock does pause every time the ball goes out of play. So that's the difference here. Each half is 20 minutes long. Two halves of futsal. So 20 minutes for both halves. Argentina now in possession. They've let it go out of play from the goalkeeper of Sarmiento. Let's read some of your comments in just a moment, once I find this. There we go. I've now put the link up for you, folks. It's in the live chat page. So do check it out. It's pinned to the chat, so do check it out. That's the stream I'm using. It's working for me. If it doesn't work for you, then I'm afraid I don't really have any of a backup at the moment. Here are Argentina. Having to play it back to the goalkeeper. Number 13 for Brazil, completely putting pressure on him. They're playing in the Carnas Arena today. Now, this is the venue for both semis. Can't remember if it's for the final, though, which is on Sunday, but we'll check that out later on, I reckon. So, as I mentioned before, each half is 20 minutes long, but the ball is, the clock always pauses when the ball goes out of play. So it's basically a lot longer than 20 minutes, pretty much, technically. It's like the NFL in a way, where each quarter is 15 minutes, but we all know it's not that. Argentina just took a shot there. It's blocked outside the D of Brazil's half. And that should be, I think that's, yeah, it's going to be a kick there for Brazil. If you haven't yet as well, folks, if you're new to this channel, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like as well if you're enjoying the stream. We'd really appreciate your support. It's actually the first time we're doing a futsal watch along. Been wanting to do one sooner, especially with this World Cup going on in Lithuania, since it's been on throughout September, and then it concludes this weekend. It's currently a kick now for Brazil. Here come Argentina then on the halfway line. It's with Claudino. Now with Tabada. Argentina struggling just to get out their own half. Back with the keep of Sarmiento. Or Sarmiento, that is. He made a long kick there. Didn't find any of his teammates and it went out of play. So it would be the opposite goalkeeper of Gutter who will take it. Oh, first shot on target there for Brazil. Not a bad strike from Ferreira. Had to be saved. Well saved by Sarmiento. And after all that, Argentina so far looking the less threatening team so far. They've just lost the possession. Now Brazil can have another go. Instead, the ball's too long. It's gone out of play. The clock on our stream is a bit further ahead than the stream I'm watching. So currently it is 16 minutes from the actual real time, but the current time I'm on is just around 17 minutes. Argentina then. Playing from the back. They've got themselves a kick on the far side. Basio with the run. So because the fact that obviously the clock pauses whenever the ball goes out of play, there isn't really any added time in futsal. So a lot different to what you'd see in football. Oh, that was a long ball. That was... Not sure what they were trying to get with that one, but at the moment, Argentina look like they're struggling. They look like they're just happy just to get into Brazil's half. Brazil looking the more feistier team. Both teams have won the Futsal World Cup recently, so their history in this tournament is pretty good. For you that are trying that link that says it's towards a tennis match, I've put in the proper link now. It's now pinned to the live chat page. So, yes, do try that one instead. So yeah, try that one instead, folks, especially for Erland, who's trying. Oh, we're not. Brazil having a go there yet again. So Brazil right at the goalkeeper. Looked as though it was Diego that took the strike. Let's read some of your comments while the game is paused. Greg Livingston asking, where is this game being played? It's currently in Lithuania at the... forgot the name of the arena at the moment, but it's in Lithuania, the whole World Cup is. Kirsty Stanton says, yo, hello Kirsty, hope you're well. Greg asking if it's ex-players who are playing. No, I don't think so. There has been exhibitions in futsal where, for example, Ronaldinho, Ryan Giggs and Scholes and all that played it a few years ago in India, which was like a exhibition and celebrity all-star in football, but playing in futsal instead. And if you actually YouTube Ronaldinho, his performance in India in some of those games, the guy's just absolutely fantastic to watch. I'd pay a lot of money to go and see him in a futsal match. He's born to play that as well as football. He's absolutely fantastic. Have we got any more messages? Burgoyne saying, asking me, are you feeling a super chat request, mate? Maybe. If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. We'd love to get more support. We're currently trying to get to 6,000 subscribers, so every little helps. So do subscribe to the channel. Currently goalless, under 15 minutes left of this first half, as you can see. Still goals between the two biggest nations in South American futsal. Oh, Argentina with a cross there into the box, but didn't find their man, and it's gone out of play. I think, was they trying to find Claudino, or was it Barreto they were looking for? No, it was Barreto that they were trying to play it towards. Of course, if you're wondering as well, the substitutions happens throughout the match. It's like basketball, they just swap whenever, or is it ice hockey, I think. That they continuously can do that throughout a match, and there has already been changes made between both teams. It's now with Lino, who started on the bench. Now their goalkeeper of Grotte, he's onto the halfway line, and Argentina win the ball. Can they quickly have a strike? No, they won't. The goalkeeper's back in place in between the sticks for Brazil. It's now with Cozzolino. Cozzolino again on the D. Now to Vaporaki. Vaporaki. Well, one of his teammates just went down, but I think the ref was happy to play advantage. Oh, goalkeeper gets pushed down there for Brazil. Grotte that was, and it was a foul by Resquier. And Resquier... Will there be a booking there? He went straight to the goalkeeper, tripped him up. I don't think it was as bad as it looked. I think Grotte was trying to make it more dramatic than it looked. And he did go into the advertising board, so that wasn't a nice landing for him. Now, what's the referee going to give here? Is he going to book him? No. There's been a foul each from both teams so far, but no yellow cards. Kirsty Stanton saying Champions League is on. Yes, we did a couple of watch-alongs last night. Joe, we did the PSG Man City game, which of course Lionel Messi scored his first ever goal for PSG to secure the win against Pep Guardiola's side at the Parc des Princes. And we also had FC Porto getting thrashed by Liverpool 5-1 at home. in the group stages. So yeah, more Champions League tonight. Not on the channel, but in Europe anyway. We do have Celtic versus Bayer Leverkusen tomorrow night on our YouTube channel. So do join us for that at 8 p.m. So currently, currently at minute 13:23. Referee having a word. So currently goalless. Interesting match so far, I feel. Goalkeeper of Brazil's now inside Argentina's half. That is quite normal in futsal. It can happen. Oh, and a shot there. No good. If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel and get in touch on our live chat page and vote on our poll. Let's look at that poll. Currently 99 votes and 66% of you are going for Brazil, 34% for Argentina. And I can see why Brazil are the favourites on our live chat poll so far. They are looking to be the more likely team, but there's still plenty of time to go. We've got around, on my clock, 12.5 minutes until the end of the first half. It's normally a 15-minute break for half time, and then of course 20 minutes again for the second half. If you're new to futsal, I'll try and explain the rules as much as I can. We've currently got a kick here for Brazil. Ball comes into the box, doesn't find their man, and it's gone out of play on the opposite side. And I think they were trying to find Diginho there, and it was Marlon with the cross for Brazil. And Brazil have a kick to take on the far side. When I say kick, it's the equivalent of the throw when the ball goes out of play on the sidelines. We got Studio Boomer saying ayo, ayo. Hello, Studio Boomer. Hope you're well. A chance here for Argentina. Good save by Guata. That's Argentina's first real chance of this match so far. Might look like it might have been going wide, but he still had to make the save maybe for Guata. We've got a corner coming up. Corner's taken. Instead it deflects and Brazil have intercepted. And it looks as though the number 7 for Brazil was fouled. We got Ahmad, I think that's Ahmad Kalasov, saying Argentina win. Kirsty Stanton says, I said Argentina because I thought it was football. It's futsal. Futsal, Kirsty. Ooh, that's a foul from the goalkeeper of Argentina. He could be in trouble here. Went way out of his D, and then, well, he might be being a bit dramatic. It's a yellow card. So yellow card for Sarmiento, the Argentina goalkeeper. He fouled him once the ball had gone out of play, so he never got the ball. So I can understand why the referee would give it, but Sarmiento might just say that, you know, he lost his pace and went right into him when trying to keep the ball in play or to secure the ball of going out of play. Well, the referee's still having words with both teams. Sarmiento has been given a yellow card, and currently Pito for Brazil is injured. He's being checked out by the Brazil medics. Gives some of the players a quick chance to talk to their coaches on the sidelines. And now Diginho and Brandt are pushing and shoving right in front of the referee. Rodrigo has picked up the ball in front of the ref, and I think he's asking that it should be a kick for Brazil inside Argentina's half on the far side. I think Pito should be okay. He's just having some water before I think he'll continue. C7 Grand Sport commenter said, Argentina hasn't been an elite team for decades. They just talk too much. Kirsty Stanton saying, I used to play futsal the good old days. Futsal, I've not seen much of. Futsal I didn't really play. I used to play, well, I mean, technically I kind of did at school, five-a-side. It is fun. A lot more goals and more possession to have with the ball. Jaime Lomban says, now Brazil is going to bring out its magic weapon. Tico Tico, a player mixes Ronaldinho, Romario. Interesting message there from Jaime. Ahmed Key is making a massive statement. I mean, they are in the semi-finals tomorrow, Kazakhstan, and he's saying that Kazakhstan will be World Cup champions. Kazakhstan forever, he's also put as well. Sunam TMG has said Brazil. If you haven't yet, folks, do vote on that poll. Once you've made the vote, you can't change your mind, so make sure you vote for the team that you want to win. Oh, free kick there from Brazil. And I think it deflected and went out for a kick instead of a corner. I think it has gone out for a kick instead. If you haven't yet, folks, do get in touch on our live chat page. Let's talk some futsal with you. If you're new to the channel, Let's Talk Sport is your home for basically your sport watch-alongs, including futsal, football, cricket, rugby, MotoGP, F1, rugby, you name it, and golf and tennis as well. So do subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this. We'd really appreciate your support to keep this channel going. So we got a free kick here for Argentina, and it's thrown as far as he can with Sarmiento. He went to try and go for the header just outside the Brazil box. Ooh, was that a foul? Brandy's gone down. This is looking to be quite a physical affair between Brazil and Argentina, but are we surprised? No. Yellow card for Lino. That's the first booking of the game for Brazil. Argentina's goalkeeper just a couple of moments ago got a yellow card for Argentina. So here we go then, free kick. I think he's going to go for a proper go. What a save by Greta. He knew exactly what he was up for there. He knew he was going to strike at goal. And Greta, great save with his right hand. It was Cozzolino, the captain for Argentina, who took the free kick. Corner then on the near side for Argentina. They'll go again. And yet again, Guantat to make another save. A two-handed save. This time he punched it away with the save for it to go out for a kick. So Greta's clearly up for these long-range shots from his opponent. Kicks taken. And it should be a corner. Claudino getting the corner there for Argentina. So corner for Argentina. And it's gone out of play in Brazil. They're making a few quick changes before the match resumes since it's their ball. It's inside Brazil's half. Pano Mule says, Vamos, Argentina. Remember, folks, to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and vote on our poll if you haven't yet. Oh, striker on target. Argentina starting to look a lot more dangerous in the last couple of minutes here. They started out a bit slowly. It was Brazil that dominated, but it seems to have changed ends all of a sudden. Another shot on target. That's 3 shots on target in the space of the last minute, I'd say, for Argentina. But here come Brazil now. They're deep in Argentina's half. They would like to take the lead, I'm sure, after Argentina finally start to get involved. Oh, another save. He's celebrating the save, Sarmiento. It was a good save. We've had some good saves from both keepers so far. We've got Safwan Rojo saying Vamos as well, Argentina. Chance there for Brazil. It's blocked. Now it's on the halfway line. Brazil have got the possession back. Leonardo now. Leonardo surrounded by a couple of Argentina players. Gets the pass back to Diego. Now with Leonardo again. Now Rodrigo, the captain, now the goalkeeper, Guta, who's made a few important saves so far for Brazil. It's on the right-hand side inside Argentina's half. Brazil controlling the possession at the moment here at the Carnas Arena. Ball through, intercepted by Stazzoni. There's a couple of Argentine players that have swapped and come on. Now Vaporaki wins a corner. Been a few corners from Argentina so far in this first half, especially on the near side. Well, it looks as though I think we've got timeout here. Yep, timeout called by Argentina. So, yep, timeout is a thing in futsal. I'm not sure how many timeouts each team gets, but I have a feeling it might be at least 1 per half. I'm not sure. If you do know, let us know. How's your days been, Greg and Kirsty? How have you been, Kirsty and Greg are our regular watchers on YouTube, so it's always good to hear from them. C7 Grand Sport Comet has got in touch and said, I'm not Brazilian, but I admire and I'm a long-time fan of them. Argentina is probably the most disliked team in the world because of their arrogance. They don't know how to lose or fight for sure. I mean, there is a massive rivalry between Brazil and Argentina. Let's not forget at the FIFA World Cup in 2014, which was hosted by Brazil, they didn't get to the final while Argentina did. Now, imagine if Argentina had won that World Cup. That would have ended very badly for Brazil. Could have been a lot worse for them. Anyway, the timeout has ended. So Argentina have finally taken that corner. It's gone out of play. There's a few Brazilian fans in the stadium. I think there's a few Argentina ones as well. Big shot blocked again. Shot. There you go. Argentina have got the first goal of the game. And it was a little tapping at the end past the goalkeeper. They knew it was not going to be easy to get that first goal, but they've got it. And it's Argentina that lead by 1-0. It's Christian, well, I'd say it's Christian Barreto who took the strike, but it's the tap-in from Vaporaki who wears the number 10 shirt. The ball went past the keeper and he just simply had to convert it. Was it going in anyway? I think it was. He stole the goal, but he's just making sure. And Argentina do take the lead with 9 minutes to go until we reach the half-time break. Just update the scoreline on the title. So Argentina taking the lead. We've got Yuri Natas asking, do you know the Russian superstar La Janis? I don't. Do explain. Feel free to share a story about him, Yuri Nato, if you can hear me. Kirsty Stanton saying, good, how are you, Jamie? I'm very well, thanks. End of another work day for me. I've got half a day on Friday, so I look forward to that. So I'll finish at lunchtime on Friday, so bring it on. We should get you on one of our streams, Kirsty. You should join us on a watch along. Oh, Brazil! Oh, good save. A great double save from the Argentina keeper to keep it 1-0 for his team. It was a ball from the right-hand side, chipped into the box, simple tap towards goal, and it had to be one-handed from the goalkeeper to keep it out. It is a corner, so the threat isn't over yet from Brazil. Looks like they're having to take the corner again here, Brazil. I'm not sure why. I think the referee saw some contact in the box and is trying to deal with the situation. One of the Brazil was a yellow card for an Argentina player. That's their second booking of the game. Not for that player, but for the team. So, no, it looks as though it's Alemany who's been conceded with the yellow card. Lucas, that is. Oh, yeah, 2-4 challenge. I'm surprised he hasn't sent him off for that. Maybe it's because he didn't catch him. He basically tripped him up in between his legs and took him out. So that's the fourth foul of the game for Argentina. We were expecting this. It's that kind of rivalry between the two nations. Oh, he's at the post, Brazil. Looking for that equaliser. I think that was Leno who took the strike there and hit the post. Actually, it might have been Diego. Here come Brazil, and they've hit the side netting. And that was Diego with the shot off target there for Brazil. 7.5 minutes to go until half time. Just a reminder, these go on for 20 minutes. But and that's 2-0. I think it is. And it's Barreto again. And Argentina take a double lead now over Brazil. And all of a sudden, I think they are no doubt the favourites going into the match now. I think it's how times have changed. Brazil 0, Argentina 2. Barreto with the goal. Started off with a long ball from their own half, then a simple cross. It was basically 2 touches, and then that was it. Barreto, unmarked, was able to drag his right foot behind the ball, and Brazil are in trouble here. Brazil 0, Argentina 2. What has happened to Brazil? They looked like the team in control in that first few minutes of this first half, but at the moment, it's all Argentina. And as you'd expect, Brazil have responded to that goal by taking a quick timeout with their coach and the squad. So it'll give me a chance to just update the scoreline on the video title. And Gaston Arena says, "Go Argentina, go! Vamos!" So timeout for Brazil. What do they do to get back into this game? It's pretty obvious. Get those 2 goals. But I think really, if I was them, you'd want to, of course, avoid conceding again, but maybe try and squeeze a goal before half-time. There's still 7.5 minutes to go here as the clock has paused at 7 minutes 25 seconds. Here come Brazil. They've got to find a goal. Leonardo. Instead, they're struggling just in their own half at the moment. Argentina putting the pressure on them. But you wouldn't count them out just yet. Still plenty of futsal to play. They're in the Argentina half. Is he going to go alone? Oh, tipped over the bar. Frustration starting to pile on Pito, their star. Yep, it did get tipped over the bar by the Argentina goalkeeper. They do have a corner. They're going to go for a volleyed effort, and instead it's gone out of play. Took a deflection off the first Argentina player that made the block. Now it's in Brazil's half. We've seen some fouls. We've seen some yellow cards. The rivalry, yet again, between Brazil and Argentina is very, very strong. Lots on the line here with a Futsal World Cup final at stake on Sunday. Only one of them could go through, and Brazil have hit the post. Out of play again. Pito, he got it past the keeper. The keeper went off his line, and it hit the outside of the post. And that was a big chance again. Brazil are knocking on the door, but they've got to be careful. It's another long ball from Argentina, thrown out by the goalkeeper. Brazil have intercepted on the left wing. Oh, that cross would have been very crucial if he had made it. It got deflected, and Argentina have intercepted now. Argentina now going for a third goal, and it's gone out of play. Might have been a foul on what looked to be Brandy, but I don't think the referee's calling it a foul. I think he's going to give the possession still to Brazil. Arna is also jumping on the boat of Kazakhstan for the win. They play tomorrow night in the semi-finals against Portugal, which we will be doing a watch along. So do join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock UK time for that one. It should be a cracker. Kazakhstan in the quarterfinals were 2-0 down to Iran, but they turned it round and they won the match 3-2. It was a cracking match to watch. Mandik has also got in touch again saying Kazakhstan World Cup champions. Here Argentina now. Inside the Brazil half. Exactly 5 minutes to go until half time. So far so good for Argentina. I must admit I wasn't expecting them to have it this easy in the first half. But again, as I said, still lots to play for. Clock paused at 4:40 at the moment. There's a corner here for Brazil. Haven't been much threats so far with their corners. They keep playing their players outside the D, with Argentina having all of their players inside the D at the moment. So they're going for long-range efforts, but again, that's just a wasted chance. A volleyed effort from the number 11 man, and because of that, it's gone wide. Big, ambitious shot there from their own half of Argentina, trying to maybe catch the goalkeeper off the line, but no good. Here they come, Argentina. Took a deflection and it had to be saved by the keeper. Big moment that for Gratta. He'd have been in trouble. So, corner for Argentina. They couldn't get a third goal, could they, before half-time? The corner's no good. It's intercepted. Brazil! Good save. Keeps them still 2 behind. It was a good save, low save from the left-hand side. Brazil. Oh, and it's a tap-in. There you go. Brazil have got a goal back. And that'll be a bit of a relief for them, because just getting that first goal can do all sorts for them. The confidence is probably back as well. So, Brazil 1, Argentina 2. As you'd expect, this feels like a classic right here between two of the biggest nations in futsal. So, we've got about 3.5 minutes left of the first half. Brazil 1, Argentina 2. Right, here come Argentina. Oh, good effort. Good effort. By what looked to be from Vaporaki, who is currently one of the goal scorers. Well, he scored the second goal, I think it was, for Argentina. Book Nasty says, recognise the legend Valentino, go, 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 go. 46, the Italian MotoGP rider, which, we'll be doing the MotoGP US Grand Prix, which is this Sunday. It'll be his final ever race in America. He's done a lot of races in America in MotoGP, but this one will be his last before he retires later this year at the end of the season. So do join us. That's on Sunday night at 9 p.m. So do join us for that. Now, Argentina intercepting on the halfway line. Here come Brazil. Only a goal behind now. They're outside the D at the moment on the right wing in Argentina's half. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh, he's going to go on alone. Oh, struck it just past the post. He completely outdone his teammate. Sorry, not teammate, his opponent. And his strike hit the post. Goalkeeper didn't even move a muscle. Greg Livingston asking me, Jamie, what's the biggest derby outside of England? I feel it's Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Good question. I'd probably say maybe Boca Juniors and River Plate. Well, is that a derby or is that just a rivalry? Because I know that I don't know my knowledge of Argentinian football isn't the greatest, but if that does count, I'd maybe say that. Maybe the Milan derby. Milan derby's big. It's a good question. Oh, Celtic Rangers. That's massive, isn't it? But you said outside of England, so you can count that. That rivalry is incredibly fierce. There's a corner here for Brazil. They're again doing long ones way out the D, and then after all that, it's gone back to their goalkeeper in his own half. He's pushed the ball forward into the centre circle. Now they're approaching the right wing, Brazil, with their back towards goal at the moment. Oh, that was a poor pass, and that's gone out of play on the opposite side for a kick for Argentina with 1 minute and 45 to go till the half-time break. For any of you asking how to watch this match live, I have put if you see the highlighted pin message on the live chat page from the Let's Talk Sport channel, there is a live stream link, so try that out. Click on that. That's what I'm using to watch the match. Hopefully it'll work for you too, so do try that out. Here come Argentina. No good there. They were 2 against 2, but they got out-muscled and lost the ball. If you're enjoying this stream, folks, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Click that subscribe button. Give us some support. We'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more of our futsal watch-alongs, click that subscribe button. Give us a like. And, of course, we've got another futsal watch-along tomorrow night at 6 p.m. between Kazakhstan and Portugal to see if they will go to the final with either Brazil or Argentina. We've got a minute left here till half-time. Brazil, a goal behind. They were 2-0 down, but they've got a goal back. They're playing a lot more relaxed now, Brazil. You feel, because they know there's a lot more time on their side, they've got plenty of opportunities. At the moment, they've just given away a kick for Argentina inside the Argentina half. Greg Livingston says, yes, Boca Juniors and River Plate are a huge derby in Argentina. People call it the derby. My aunt and uncle, who are known for travelling quite a lot whenever they can, when they went to Argentina, I can't remember how many years ago it was, good few years ago, maybe a couple of decades ago, I think, I might be wrong, but I'm sure they had tickets to go and see River Plate versus Boca Juniors, but because they were tourists, I think they got seats allocated in a safe area of the stadium. So yeah, I think they had to have security with them all the time as well because of how dangerous it can be with both sets of fans. So yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, I've been told from what they told me. I think it was that match they went to anyway. Brazil, can they get one just before half-time? Seconds remain now. It's with the goalkeeper. Oh, and Argentina might have a shot at goal, but luckily Guerrero went back in time to stop the shot. It was on its way in. That's the problem when the goalkeeper's not there. Oh, and they nearly had a chance to do it again, Argentina. That looked to be the last kick of the game. Sorry, kick of the first half by the captain. And yet, it wasn't far off. Goalkeeper wasn't going to save that. And luckily for Brazil, it just stays a goal between the two sides. So, at half-time then, it's Brazil 1, Argentina 2. Vaporaki with the first goal for Argentina, followed by Barreto. And then it's Ferrara on the 17th minute of the first half that was able to get a goal back. So a big half-time team talk for both teams. We've got quite a match here at the moment. As I mentioned, it's Brazil 1, Argentina 2. Get in touch, folks, on our live chat page and vote on our poll if you haven't already. Let's currently check out the poll. Despite the fact that Brazil were 2-0 down, have been able to get a goal back, there is still 57% of you that have gone towards Brazil winning this match and getting themselves to the final. Argentina at 43%. So let's look at the possession. 62% for Brazil, Argentina at 38%. Shots on target have been 8 for Brazil and 8 for Argentina. A lot more shots, though, from Brazil with 26. Argentina with 19. Argentina have got more saves in them with 7. Brazil with just the 6. And in terms of corners, Brazil top that stat at the moment with 10, while Argentina have had 6 corners. So those are your current stats after the first half. We've got the second half starting in about 10 to 15 minutes time. That's normally how long. It's normally a 15-minute break between the two sides at half time until we get ready again for the second half. But of course the second half will be huge. Will we see Argentina hold on and win the match, or can Brazil continue their comeback after being 2-0 down? We're going to take a quick break here on the channel, so don't go anywhere, folks. I'll be back ready for when the second half is about to begin. So quickly have a quick toilet break, go and get yourself something to eat, and get back for our stream. And also, don't be shy, get in touch on our live chat page, get in touch with us, and I'll read out some of your messages. And if you haven't yet, give us a like if you're enjoying the stream, and of course subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our live watch along of the Futsal World Cup in Lithuania for the first semi-final between Brazil and Argentina. It's half time and the match is about to get back underway. Anyway, Argentina look like they're going to kick off the second half, since Brazil kicked off the first. Obviously, Jamie. But if you haven't yet, do vote on our chat page. Sorry, vote on our poll. Get in touch on our live chat page, and I'll read out as many messages as I can throughout this game. So, Brazil need a goal, and they were 2-0 down, so they've been able to decrease the gap. If you have just joined us, it was Argentina that in the first half led the game 2-0, but then Brazil got one back with about 3 minutes till the interval. So still plenty of action to go. Who knows, this could of course go into extra time if there's a draw after this second half. It's a long ball there for Argentina. It's on the left wing. Might go for it. Oh, that would have been some goal if he had somehow volleyed that and found the net. But it went miles over and it's hit Rose head. On the left wing there. Yeah, no chance. I don't think he was quite understanding how that was going to work. We got Lisancio saying hello. Hello, Lisancio. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, folks, to subscribe to the channel, to Let's Talk Sport. Please do. We'd really appreciate your support. We do all sorts of watch-alongs as well as futsal. We do football, we do rugby, tennis, golf, F1, MotoGP, and many other sports. If any of them tickle your tummy, then do subscribe to the channel and do support us. Kirsty Stanton asking, how much is each half? So each half is 20 minutes. So there's two halves, 20 minutes, but the clock always pauses when the ball goes out of play. So really, it's nearly enough 45 minutes each half. Well, that first half was pretty much 45 minutes, if you include the time stopping and all that. Brazil on the right wing. You could go for it. Good save by the keeper. Big effort that was there. Argentina keep it out, though. They know that this game is very much open, despite the fact that they're a goal ahead and they've took the lead early on. We got M.H. Didris saying, go Brazil. Greg says, Jamie, what are your thoughts that the World Cup might be every 2 years instead of 4 years? I don't like the idea from, well, it's Arsene Wenger, isn't it? Obviously, it's FIFA that are looking into it, but it's Arsene Wenger who's currently drawing this out. But I don't think it's going to happen. UEFA have already said no, they don't agree with it, and you've got to get all 7 federations to agree to it. And I think if UEFA have already said no to this, I'm sure Arsene Wenger and FIFA will propose it more and more to them and try and get them to change their mind, but I just don't think it's going to work. I think the value of the World Cup, it doesn't mean much if it's going to be every 2 years. I think every 4 years makes it more valuable. So I'm not fussed about it being every 2 years. I think it's you ask for any European player who play international football, that means they're going to be doing at least 3 summers in a row of playing international football in a tournament if their teams qualify out of the in the 4-year cycle. So I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't know what I mean. It must clearly be for money. Otherwise, why would they go around this? Now, game's been paused. I'm not really sure what's happened here. A few arguments here and there between the Argentina and Brazil players. We've seen a few of them do that throughout this game so far. Looks as though Argentina have got a kick to take, and it's going to be with their captain. So it's a kick here for Brazil. Oh, that's a good long ball. It's now with Gadia. Now with the goalkeeper of Grotto. He's had to make quite a lot of important saves in this match so far. I think when I've checked the stats, he's made at least 6 saves. Foul on the right wing. Is that a free kick for Brazil? I didn't see much in that, to be honest. But yep, it has been given for Brazil. Brazil's set pieces so far have hardly been threatening, especially their corners. It looks as though Gadia is going to take it on his own, I reckon. Yep, straight at the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper makes a save. Goes out for a kick. Oh, it was Rodrigo who took it at the end. Who's the captain for Brazil today. Oh, is that going to be a striker goal? It's gone way wide for Brazil. Goal kick for Argentina. Greg says the reason for the World Cup to be a 2-year cycle is to give players a longer break and take a longer summer break. That's why it was proposed 2 years. But how'd that work? I don't understand how that would work. Because you're asking for more World Cups in a shorter space of time. So how's there more time for them to have the summer off? I don't agree with that. I don't understand that at all. Don't see the logic in that in my eyes. The Sancho asking, what is your favourite team? Well, my favourite team kick off in about 45 minutes time, and that is Manchester United. They play Villarreal in the Champions League tonight, which we need to win because it's at home, and we lost our opening game, which was quite embarrassing. So far, the fouls in this second half, Brazil have got 2, Argentina have got 1. 16 minutes exactly left for Brazil to find a goal and find an equaliser, and that's a yellow card for Brazil, and that is for Ferreira, who scored Brazil's only goal of the game so far. It looks as though he pushed the captain of Argentina down while they didn't have any possession of the ball. So free kick here for Argentina. Big moment. If they can score from this, straight at the keeper, good save. It's always difficult in futsal to score long-range set kicks when the goal is quite small and all the goalkeeper needs to do is basically be in the middle and be absolutely sure. So Argentina, they would love to double the lead to just give themselves some breathing space again. Could do here. It's on the left-hand side. They might just go for a strike. Instead, it's blocked by Brazil, and that was by Peto. Looked as though the shot came from the number 9 player, which is Beretta. He scored in the first half for Argentina. We got Imran Hassan sharing the Brazil flag in the live chat page. Looks like Imran's going for a Brazil win. They're currently 2-1 down, Imran. Our live poll still suggests Brazil will win, 53% at the moment, against Argentina's 47% of votes. So currently in the centre circle, Brazil having all their players, including the keeper in Argentina's half for a moment. Keeper's gone back though. Oh, and a strike there. Takes a deflection and it'll be a corner kick for Brazil. We've got exactly 15 minutes left to play. It's not time to panic just yet for Brazil. All shot on target there. Long range effort, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Of course, if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button. Give us a like. We'd really appreciate it. Brazil with the kick then. Just under a quarter of an hour to go. And they've had another effort wide. It's just not been their day so far, Brazil. They're not getting what they're hoped for. Greg Livingston asking me, any streams later on, Jamie, or is this the only one for tonight? This is the only one tonight, Greg. Corner for Brazil. There's a volley. Oh, what a block. The Argentine defender straight away got his body down to the ground to make the block. Right timing, absolutely fantastic reflexes. And it saves the goalkeeper half a job there. So Argentina, they're getting their goal closely conceded, but they're certainly hanging in there. Greg asking me, how did England get on? I don't think England even qualified, Greg, when I checked the teams that had competed in this World Cup. I might be wrong, but I didn't see them in the group stages at all, which England do have a team. Every country has a futsal team, but England, as far as I'm aware, are normally pretty poor at futsal. So they're not exactly a team to rely on when it comes to major tournaments in futsal, that's for sure. Not really sure why. It's probably because there's not much investment in it in England than it would be in Brazil, for example. It really is a skill, futsal, I feel. Really has become quite a few fouls in this match. That's a second foul for Argentina in the second half. It's going to be a long-range strike here. Another block. Not sure if that went out for a corner. No, it's just a kick. Brazil will go again here inside Argentina's half. It's with Diego. Now with the goalkeeper of Greta. Now with Diego again. Gets pushed down maybe. The referee, I think, has decided to give a yellow card maybe for Vaporaki, who made the foul. He's the one who scored in the first half for Argentina. Let's watch this again. Yeah, he went in for him there. And the Brazil coach is having a bit of fun with the ball. He did a bit of keepy uppies with it and then kicked it and headed it back to the pitch, which was pretty funny to watch in slow motion. So it looks as though Argentina, I think they're going to make a couple of changes. So currently about 13 minutes to go. Now with Argentina. Kick here for Brazil, I think. It's a weird kit Brazil have got for this World Cup. Oh, shot on target. And it's a corner. Brazil are not going to give up without a fight. They're showing it for sure. As I said, their corners so far have hardly been threatening. They need to improve on that. And it's going to be another corner. They just had a strike from the corner kick straight at the goalkeeper. And he had to put the ball behind for another corner kick. It's going to be taken on their far side. Oh, he should get it. Good save by the keeper. Double save by the goalkeeper. There's not a penalty in this, is there? Are they asking for one? I think the referee has pointed to the spot. Now, the Brazilian went into the goalkeeper without the ball and looked like he got tripped over at the end. Well, this could be very interesting. I think there could be a penalty. Oh, no, it's just a kick. Sorry, folks. I thought there was a penalty there. Here come Brazil. Well, we might... Oh, I thought he was going to go for a shot then. Instead, he's played the pass instead. Nope, no good. Good tackle for Argentina. It's a kick, not a corner kick. Greg Livingston says Bruno is not himself when it comes to penalties because he was good scoring penalties last season. He was scoring penalties left, right and centre, but this season he's far off it. Well, I might be wrong, Greg, but he's only missed one penalty this season. I think he's only had one penalty and he's missed one penalty. I might be wrong, but I think it's maybe a bit over the top about how he's taking his penalties. He can be a bit hit and miss. Most of the time he does score, but I must admit I was expecting Ronaldo to take it. I was actually at the game, Greg, on Saturday, and straight away when we got given the penalty, I honestly thought Ronaldo would put himself forward to take it, but instead it was Bruno, and then of course Bruno skied it. Massive, massive chance missed. I think a draw would have been a fair result for that game as well, and for Villa, they know they got a bit lucky at the end. They deserved something from the game though. Villa, they played well. Oh, Bicey effort! It was straight at the keeper at the end. That'd have been some way to make it 3-1 to Argentina. That may have put the game to bed maybe. Great throw towards the striker and chests it and then Bicey's it. That would have been some goal. Some goal that would have been. Goal of the tournament of the World Cup, I'm sure. So if you just tuned in, we've got under 11 minutes to go until we reach full time here in Argentina. Still holding on at the moment, 2-1 from those first half goals. We've not had any goals in this second half. So far it is Argentina that are going to head to that World Cup final on Sunday, with the second semi-final tomorrow between Kazakhstan and Portugal in Lithuania, where the tournament is being played this year. We got Shuvu David asking, can anyone give me the live link? Yep, it's the live link is in the live chat page that you've just sent the message on. Look for the pinned message where it says live stream from the channel. I'm using it and it's working for me, Shuvo, so I hope it works for you. So Brazil have had 4 fouls in this second half, while Argentina have had 3. So it's a free kick here for Argentina, just inside Brazil's half on the left-hand side, I think it is. And you'd expect that this will be another kick for the captain this time of Cozolano. Looks like he's going to make a massive run up for this. Nothing from that free kick. Remains 2-1 for Argentina. Cozolino goes off for now, the captain. Huge 10 minutes for both teams, and just as we say that, Brazil have made a timeout because at the moment they're nearly at the halfway point of this second half and they still haven't found that second goal. So big words to come from their coach in a bid to get back into the game. If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like as well. And we do really appreciate your support. If you love your futsal, do subscribe to the channel. Greg Livingston says, I heard Man United might get Calvin Phillips from Leeds United for next season. What are your thoughts on that? I do think we need another defensive midfielder. I quite frankly don't like the thought of keeping Fred for another season. I think the fact that we've still got this season with him is very annoying. But I would like to see someone like either Calvin Phillips or Declan Rice to come. I think with Calvin Phillips you'd save a lot more money, because I think Declan Rice, West Ham want 100 million I think for him, while Calvin Phillips, I reckon, or what I've been reading, it looks as though his estimate would be 60 million. Oh, Brazil with a shot on target. It was saved by the feet of the Argentina goalkeeper. Keeps Argentina in the lead. Now Argentina with the possession. Looks like Cozzolino's going to... I think Cozzolino's going to come on as a goalkeeper. He's got the goalkeeper shirt on with his name on the back. Argentina. Oh. Shot over the bar. Medi to back. Hello, Medi. Hope you're well. It says Brazil with a load of thumb down emojis, and then Argentina followed by loads of thumbs up emojis. Are you from Argentina, Medi? Do get in touch on the live chat page, folks. Let me know where you are watching the game from today. Let me know where you're from. It's always good to get that interaction with you all, because we certainly enjoy listening from you on our live chat page, especially with you all watching from all over the world. Now, Brazil have got every player inside the Argentina half, even the goalkeeper. Goal, is that a corner kick? I think it might be for Brazil. This is going to be a nerve-wracking 9 minutes for Argentina as they try and defend this lead, because Argentina really haven't been attacking at all in this second half. Surely, oh, it's gone wide. We've got Hino do Brazil asking, tell me where to watch this match live. There's a live stream link in the live chat page, Hino. It's the pinned message from the chat, so check that out. That's the link I'm using. That's a good ball forward, Argentina. And instead, I think that that's going to be a ball for Argentina. No, for Brazil, sorry. Captain Sorov says Brazil with 5 World Cup trophies. I think that's what you've put on your message. Big few minutes here between these two sides. Brazil. Oh, good tackle. He got the ball there. Oh, no, that's not a foul. He got the ball. I don't know what the referee's saying. Brandy's really annoyed, and it's a yellow card as well. I don't think that's good refereeing. He got the ball. He may have tackled him from behind, but as long as you win the ball, he got the ball off Pitu. Oh, actually, no, it makes sense. What happened was he tripped him up first, then got the ball. So actually, I can understand the referee. I don't think Brandy's... he looks a bit annoyed by the decision, but I think he kind of knows deep down why it was given. So that's 4 fouls each from Brazil and Argentina in this second half. So Brazil got to really try anything now, because they are running out of time. We've got 8.5 minutes left. Might go for a strike. Ooh. They've just not shown much threat with those set pieces, Brazil. About 7.5 minutes to go. Ooh, that was a late challenge there by Cozzolino. I think, has he been given 5? What's he been given? Brazil just outside the Argentina box. Oh, not a bad effort. Diego with the shot, saved again by Sarmiento, the goalkeeper. He's had a good game for Argentina. Just the one goal conceded, and he would like it to stay that way for Argentina to advance to the final of the World Cup. Diego again. Cuts in. Oh, couldn't get his teammate Pito there. And that is a ball for Argentina. Argentina being pushed back here. They've kicked it into Brazil's half. Argentina still have the possession. Oh, Cozzolino nearly running with the ball. That would have been a big moment if he had got through there. You feel like every time Sarmiento makes a save, he celebrates. I don't blame him. He's making big saves, but you don't want to get carried away. There's still just about 6 minutes to go. Here's Diego. Shot blocked again. You just feel Brazil haven't got a plan B, really. They've had the entirety of the second... Well, not the entirety of the second half, but the second half we've had so far. They've had all that to try and find an equaliser, but they haven't yet. They're still in search for it. Oh, nearly could have been a header. Goalkeeper did well. He got there before his opponent with both hands and punched it away out of play for a kick on the far side for Brazil. Big, big, big jump that was by the goalkeeper. He knew he had to get there. And when you go out of goal to make that, you've got to be sure you get there before your opponent, otherwise you're in trouble. Mauro Nieva says, Aguante Argentina. Mehdi Tabak says Argentina as well, with a few crown emojis. Let us know where you're watching the match from. Whereabouts are you all from in the world? Do get in touch on the live chat page. Pablo Taborda has been given a yellow card for Argentina. There has been a few yellow cards in this game. Probably expected in this rivalry. It was always going to get heated. Now Argentina couldn't find their main man up front with the long ball from their own half. Corner kick for Brazil. First man blocks it for Argentina on the near post. Remember, folks, to subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button. It's free to join the channel. And we'd really appreciate your support. And if you're enjoying the stream, give us a like as well. What can Brazil do? They've got 5.5 minutes now. Time really is ticking. Shot blocked. Oh, this should be it. Oh! How did he not find the target? He turned from goal, took the strike. That would have been some goal. Couldn't make it. How close was he? Oh, he went quite wide at the end. For close range, it went quite right. Sorry, quite wide. That was a big moment. Argentina now. Oh. We got you a double bill of watch-alongs tomorrow night, folks, so do join me at 6 p.m. tomorrow for the second semi-final of the Futsal World Cup between Kazakhstan and Portugal, as they try and book their place for the World Cup final on Sunday in Lithuania. Right. Brazil have got every man in Argentina's half, including the keeper again in the centre circle. It's now on the right-hand side. They've got to come up with something, and again and again, their shots are wide and off target. Even when they get it on target, the goalkeeper of Argentina seems to be able to deal with it. You do feel if Argentina get the next goal, the match is probably over. And that should book them a seat and a ticket to Sunday's final. Of course, I forgot to mention as well, followed by the Futsal World Cup match tomorrow, we will have our good friend Luke Tanner doing a watch-along for Celtic versus Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff. So do join him for that, as well as our Futsal watch-along. And if you're really enjoying the content and the streaming, and you haven't yet, do click that subscribe button. We appreciate your support. It's free to do so. Argentina, can they seal it? It's a throw-in. Sorry, kick. No such thing as throw-ins in futsal. Oh no, it's a corner. Oh, nearly found their man. Unmarked in the box. They've got the ball to him, but he got his back behind it, but couldn't really get the kick or anything like that. That would have been some goal. Greg says, I'm back after eating half a cheesecake. So it looks as though Brazil have put on one of their other players to play as a goalkeeper. So yeah, he's playing outfield. They really are going for it now. Brazil, the time is ticking. Over 3 minutes to go on the stream that I'm watching. A lot of passing between the two Brazilian players and the goalkeeper that they've got right now. Can Brazil find that goal? They need to find a goal. Oh, no! They found the man on the post. There was a shot on target, and one of their men was on the post, and he blocked the shot. I think he was hoping to tap it in, but he wasn't on high alert for it. The shot came at such a speed. 2.5 minutes to go. Brazil 1, Argentina 2. Argentina players on the bench are all on their feet at the moment. They're watching nervously, hoping that their team can hold on here and avoid extra time at least. It's a shame that this isn't the final, to tell you the truth. This would have been some final. So now, Brazil can't seem to get anywhere near the D at the moment. Diego, the man as the goalkeeper at the moment. 1 minute and 55 seconds to go. It looks as though Guata's going to come back on as the goalkeeper for Brazil, maybe. He's standing there, or maybe I'm wrong. No, he's just standing there in case they need him. Shot wide by Vaporaki. He's trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard, which, if that had gone in, that would have been over. So that's the risk Brazil are making here. Having a goalkeeper outfield, they can't lose the possession because they will lose the game. Sorry, not lose possession. They'll lose possession and potentially lose the game because it's an open goal for Argentina. Good ball in. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. I thought he got it past him then. They got to tap him, but instead the goalkeeper's been absolutely phenomenal for Argentina. So close to getting a clean sheet in this game as well, if you think about it. Kirsty Stanton says, bye, gotta go. You're leaving at the wrong time, Kirsty. This is the nail-biting moment. 50 seconds to go. This is it for Brazil. They've got to score. Oh, straight at the keeper again. Argentina have cleared it while the keeper was off his line. Couldn't get a chance there to try and just score from open play, maybe. Is this the last chance for Brazil? 40 seconds to go. Goalkeeper, there's a shot, another block. Argentina have put every man behind these shots. They've defended really well. There's Brazil fans who just can't seem to watch anymore in the stands. Here they come again, Brazil, on the left-hand side. Great slide challenge by Argentina, and because of that, it's a corner kick. The ball's gone behind with 23 seconds to go. They're just passing it around again. It's so tough to try and find a goal from a situation like this. They're up against Argentina, who have pretty much parked the bus. Classic futsal style when you're defending a lead with seconds remaining. 6 seconds to go. Cross came into the D. That might just be it. Ball's gone out of play with 2 seconds to go. Argentina have got the ball, and you can hear the excitement with the Argentina coaches and the fans and the players are celebrating already. It's not over yet. Referee getting to get them to calm down. They've got to calm down here. There's still 2 seconds. I know that's not much left, but just hold your nerve. DMS Yazlam Notebook says, hey, hello, hope you're well. So yeah, Brazil probably now know that defeat is about to happen here. Unless by some miracle they win possession, just kick it out of nowhere and hope for the best. What's the referee doing now then? I think Brazil were hoping to get a free kick here, and Beto is shouting at the referee for his decision making, has been given a yellow card. I think at the end of the day, I'll say this now about Brazil, they just haven't been good enough. Argentina have certainly done the work here. Literally seconds to go. So Argentina are playing a timeout. So if they're playing a timeout, what is going on? So Argentina are going to take a kick here in their own half. And as you'd expect, Brazil will try and do anything they can to somehow win the possession in time to somehow score. I mean, the match is, in my eyes, it's pretty much over. Chips it. Now, why didn't he chip it where there was no players on the other side? Because then by the time the ball rolled, it would have been gone for 2 seconds. So Brazil have got the ball. And it literally is just Well, the goalkeeper's lying on the ground at the moment. This is really random. Oh, Rodrigo's got a yellow card for it. I wonder if he fouled the keeper before the play was going to happen again. Greg says, bye, Jamie. See you soon, mate. Cheers, Greg. Good to see you as always. Have a good one, mate. 1 second remaining. Oh, what is going on? Come on, they're trying to take the kick, but the Brazilian player is not happy with how close the Argentina is. Oh, it was that goal, saved by the keeper, and that is it. The horn has gone, the whistle has gone, and Argentina, all the players, the coaches, the staff, they've all ran onto the pitch because they know that they have advanced to the Futsal World Cup final, and Brazil come short. They couldn't find that equaliser in the second half. All the goals coming from the first half, and it was Argentina that their 2 early goals proved very crucial indeed, and of course very important winners there. And because of that, in one of the greatest rivalries in futsal, it's Argentina who win the big match between the two sides. They will be in the Futsal World Cup final in Lithuania on Sunday night, but who will they be joined by? Tomorrow night we'll find out, because the second semi-final is between Kazakhstan and Ricardinho's Portugal, which, if you would like to know if we're doing a watch-along for that, we will be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. UK time. Local time in Lithuania, I believe, is at 8 p.m. So as the players handshake, and Brazil, sadly, there are a few of their players crying and looking absolutely gutted with how that result has gone. But really, I think Argentina have done their homework. They defended brilliantly in those last few minutes, and especially the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper made some fantastic saves today. So well done to Argentina. They'll be going to the final. They'll be celebrating a little longer now. They won't want to celebrate too much because they've still got one more game to play. But Brazil will, of course, stay around in Lithuania until Sunday, because they will be playing in the third place playoff to try and play for a bronze medal. Get in touch on our live chat page, folks. What did you think of the result? Are you happy for Argentina, or are you Brazilian and we're hoping for something a bit more from your nation? So do get in touch. Let's read some of your comments before we do go off air. Funny enough, I'm just going to end our poll right now, and look, it ended 50-50 when we asked you who was going to win. So despite the fact that at one point a lot of you were going for Brazil more than Argentina, it has come all the way back to 50%, which is quite crazy. So after 649 of you voting, that's where it's ended. So thanks very much for voting on the poll, and thanks to all of you as well for getting in touch on the live stream, interacting during the stream. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you can join me again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. UK time for the second semi-final of the FIFA Futsal World Cup between Kazakhstan and Portugal, to see who will join Argentina in the final on Sunday. So yeah, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it, and that will keep you up to date on our future content and our future watch-along streams, as well as the Futsal World Cup semis tomorrow night. That'll be followed by the Celtic versus Bayer Leverkusen match in the UEFA Europa League. So, from all of us here at Let's Talk Sport, thank you for watching. See you soon, and hopefully see you tomorrow night. Have a good one.